Hey everybody. So I wanted to get on here today and talk about chakra meditation using healing crystals. So I started meditating with, doing chakra meditation with my healing crystals around, let's see, like March or April. It was pretty early in my transition of moving back home to Pittsburgh. And I can say that it's been one of the biggest blessings in my life because it's allowed me to understand not only like how my energy works, but how my energy flows and how I can use crystals to aid in that healing of my body. It's wow. But I'm going to explain it a little better so to give you a better understanding. But so what is a chakra? We'll start there. I'm no expert. This is my interpretation of a chakra, but your chakras are energy points within your body. And we have a bunch of chakras, but we have seven main ones that go from the base of our spine to the crown of our head. And it starts with your root, which is your stability, your security, your sacral, which is your creativity or your sexual energy, your solar plexus, which is your personal willpower, your heart chakra, which is your ability to give and receive love, your throat chakra, which is your communication center, the ability to speak your truth and communicate clearly, your brow chakra, which is your wisdom, your third eye, your ability to see things that may not be visible to your two regular eyes, and your crown chakra, which is your direct connection to source energy. And I started meditating with my crystals, doing a chakra meditation on my crystals just intuitively. I just had the feeling like, you know what? I meditate with crystals in my hand, but what will happen if I just put them directly on my chakras? And a good book to understand chakra meditation is Chakra Meditation, Discover Energy, Creativity, Focus, Love, Communication, Wisdom, and Spirit by Swami Saradananda. So if you needed like an introduction to chakras, this is a very good book to start. And I still reference this book often because I'm still in the process of actually really learning and diving deep into it. But how I like to meditate on my chakras is I like to do a sound meditation. So I listen to the beautiful chorus, sound healing, somatic meditation, and I had to write it down so I didn't forget. But I like to listen to that because it's actually a group of women and they sing and like they harmonize frequencies. So instead of like it being something people created, it's their actual voices on a different frequency that correlates with that chakra. So I like to lay down. I usually lay out my yoga mat or I'll lay in my bed and I will put a crystal on each chakra point. So the crystals that I like to use for my root chakra, which is my safety or security, I like to use my black tourmaline or I like to use my smoky quartz because these are both very good grounding stones. But most of the time I use my black tourmaline. Now, on my sacral chakra, I like to use my carnelian. Carnelian is good for creativity and confidence. So I use this on my sacral because your sacral chakra is your seat of creativity and sexual energy. So this allows me to be creative and allows me to be confident in my sexuality. I like to use citrine on my solar plexus. One, because it correlates with the color yellow, but citrine is a very powerful stone that allows you to go with the flow, be bubbly, upbeat. It is a stone, I would say, of a transformation if you allow it to be, and that's what your solar plexus is all about. I like to use my rose quartz on my heart chakra, and your heart chakra is actually the color green, so a lot of green stones can be used on your heart chakra, but the exception of rose quartz because rose quartz is the stone of love. So I like to use my rose quartz and I'll sit it right here. When I'm laying down, I'll just place it right here on my heart center. For my throat chakra, I like to use my aquamarine because aquamarine is a stone of overcoming fear. And I've often had a fear of speaking my mind or saying what it is that I need to say or just having my voice heard. So I like to use my aquamarine on my throat chakra. For my brow chakra, I like to use my amethyst cluster, and I'll just sit that right there. And for my crown chakra, I like to use my clear quartz point. So depending on how I want my meditation to go, I will, when I'm laying down, I'll put it by my head this way and have the point going upward, because to me, I don't know if this is a thing, but I made it up and it works for me. To me, when I have it going like this, it takes out anything that I don't need in my body. So if that's negative thoughts, negative thinking, negative patterns, I like to give those things away. I like to take that energy out of me. Now, if I want to use my meditation to receive something from source or receive answers that I've been seeking, I'll have my point face down. So I feel like that energy or that information that I need comes to me directly from source. So I'll do either one of those. And I don't even know if that's a thing, but I made it up and it works for me. So that's how I use my chakras. That's how I use my crystals to meditate on my chakras. So what I've learned from that is a lot. I've actually, since I've been meditating on my chakras, I learned that maybe last year or before, when I thought my chakras were aligned or open, they weren't. I was full of crap, because what I've experienced in these meditations has been so transformational for me. I'm at the point where I can actually, if I center myself, I can feel my chakras, that energy spinning in my body. And I've learned how to channel that energy and put it where I want it to go. So say my heart chakra is overwhelmed with energy. I can feel it. I can feel it spinning. If it's too much energy in my heart chakra, I can center myself and send that energy to other spaces of my body that might need to balance out. So you can really gain a lot of understanding of yourself, of the world around you, when you balance your chakras. It's so important to stay in balance, because as I said in my last video with my root chakra was so out of balance. So these past 2 weeks, I've been focusing a lot on getting back to that balance in my root chakra, which means I was carrying my grounding stones. I was doing a lot of root chakra meditations. I was doing a lot of root chakra yoga in order to stay balanced, because one chakra going out of balance, it can affect the rest of them. It can affect them greatly, especially your root chakra, because if you don't feel safe and secure, how are you going to be creative, with your sacral? How are you going to have willpower when you don't even feel secure in who you are? How are you going to give love when you don't feel secure in your own self? How are you going to speak your truth when you don't even know what to say? So it's important to balance your chakras. It's important to meditate. It's important to pray. It's important to connect to whatever you feel gives you source energy, gives you motivation, whether that's yourself, belief in yourself, or belief in higher power. It's important to remember to remain steadfast and hopeful in your prayers and meditations, and know that everything you seek is seeking you. And all the answers are readily available inside of us. We don't have to keep going out and seeking gurus and seeking these people to tell us what's next in our journey. It's all inside. Meditation helps you tap into that energy. It helps you tap into those answers that you're seeking, that you're looking for. So that is basically how I do chakra meditation. And yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. And if you have any questions, comments, leave a comment, let me know. And I appreciate you for watching and listening to how I use my crystals to meditate. Thank you.